starting node here and ending node there. So you are opening the angle like this. If you have the starting node as a 2 and ending node as number 1, so this is your angle alpha. Computer will understand this. I just need to make sure a bit how these angle things works in MATLAB. I guess you did check, but it would be better to check again. Alright. Next one is the EPROP, EPRP equals to zeros. Element property, it is equal to NELE. Okay. What properties we need? We need the area. For planar frame, we need the area, we need the EI, okay? Just these two. So, I think 3 make life easy. We need E, we need A, we need I, and then the computer will do the calculation for EA and EI each side. So, EPRP, element properties, okay. If you should also prescribe here that you start with E and A and I. Okay, follow this sequence. Otherwise, in the future, should I start with A or should I start with E? You have no idea. For sure, 3 months later, it's all gone. So start with E. Let's make the E equals to, what was our E?
200 GPA.
20 GPA. 200? That's for still 20 GPA. Okay. 20 E9. And then the A was what? 0.04 square meters. 20 by 20, right?
Yes.
0.04. What is I?
A column with a B.
First member is a column. So 20E9.
0.000133.
Huh? 0.1?
I for the column 0.000133.
0.000.
133. Meter 4.
Alright. Second one, same. Third one, 2060, right?
Yes, sir.
2060 is 0.12.
0.0036.
In the area.
Area.
12, right?
1, yes, sir.
12 for the I double.
10036.
100.
36.
36. Okay.
10036. No, sir. 0.0036. 0.0036 only.
0036.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then column. Okay. All right. 6. Okay. So we have the properties there in the matrix given. Let me move this up. It could be somewhere here. Okay. Alright. All members' properties there. We are ready to start the engine. I assume that you have the subroutine to come up with the rotation alpha with the L with the stiffness matrix. Okay, you have that part. It was a homework number 2 or number 3, I don't remember, but it was a homework. You did that. So it is the callable function. You can call that function from here. If you put them in the same folder, if you make one folder, you put that file in there, in that folder, and then you make this file in the same folder, you can call that function from here. Okay. Alright, so now we start. I think this part will be the part that you need maybe strong concentration, because it will fry your brain up again. The brain juice will be running low after this part. So we will have the system matrix. Okay, we will have the system matrix assigned at this point. I will call it K6 equals to zeros. How many degrees of freedom? It depends on how we enforce boundary condition. Okay. For sure, I will not use the row and column because it's kind of hectic. For here, it's not hectic for researcher. Okay. For here, it is hectic. Let's do the penalty. Let's do the penalty method. So, easiest one, but you can make use of Lagrange multiplier. Oh, let me add something. N boundary conditions, number of support boundary conditions, NBCN. It's some number, NBCN. How many boundary conditions we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wow, 6, 6, 6. And that's going to make you 6. K6 is equal to, what is the size of the K6? We have 6 nodes. Each node contains 3 degrees of freedom. Okay? If you use a computer structural analysis, we write up the program. We will not reduce the size of the problem just like we did last time. If you want to say the member is actually rigid, just put a big A in there and then it will be more or less actually rigid. But you cannot just, okay, I take this out, I take that out, because it is not the standard procedures. If you want computer to do something, it has to be standard. Okay? But the structural analysis we did on Thursday, it is non-standard, because we as a human beings, we can, oh, this part may not be necessary, we take it out, make life easy. Okay, so we have in total 6 nodes. We have 3 multiplied by NNDE, right? By 3 multiplied by NNDE. So 3 degrees of freedom, 3 displacement degree of freedom at each node. Okay, and you have 6 nodes, so that turns out to be the size of the system. You have force system equals to zeros. Fourth will be also comma 1. Right? You get K6, you get F6. Now you are ready to start the procedures that you assemble, that you make the system matrix. Okay. Remember what we did? We did it. Start from the first member. We come up with the stiffness matrix for the first member. And then we repeat. We go to the next, the second one. We come up with the element matrix and you plug it in. So the flow is nothing more than you attack one member. You squeeze out the K element. You get K element, you stuff the K element into the right locations in the K-sys. You get that done, you come back to the next element. That's the flow. That's how we want the computer to do. Alright, so it is some kind of repeating procedures. And these repeating procedures, we can make use of the loop. Okay, computer loves the loop. Okay, whatsoever going on repeatedly, computer is the best. For I equals to 1, 2. So for I equals to 1 means start with the I equals to 1. If you don't put like 2 in the middle and NDE, okay, the increment will be set automatically if you don't have these 2 here. The increment will be just 1 at a time. You can set up your I increment to be like first start from 2, 4, 6, 8 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So it is possible to prescribe the increment of your I. Well, we will use just I equals to the increment equals to 1. So I start from I equals to 1 until you get to NNDE, NELE, sorry. So from the first element to the last element, okay, this is the loop. Next. So the first element, what you need. Do you still remember that stiffness matrix function that you made? I don't remember STE FM something, right?
So DSTF.
Huh?
That you want to recall at the previous assignment?
Yes?
DSTF.
Okay, whatsoever you name it. Alright. Inside the, I think the bracket, what do we have? We have the EAI, XS,
starting X,
starting
Y.
X, okay, SX, SY,
EX,
EX, EY. Okay. Alright. So, start from E. We have the E from that EPRP, E property. Okay. So you go there, you make use of EPRP. I row, first column, right? Comma, EPRP, I row, second column, it is an A value, EPRP, I row, and third column. Okay. So right now your subroutine you plug in the E, the A, the I into this argument, and this EAI will be changing as you change to the so-called ith element. You are with element A, element 1, you take this information. Once your I equals to 3, these properties will be taken from the third row. So make it.
Sir, why third column? Where is third column?
If we talk about
Okay.
if okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Sx, Sy is starting node x, starting node y. Okay. Let me do it this way. Yes, it will be
So
too
can we
long.
recall the section?
I make E equals to A equals to, it is getting too long. And I equals to this number. Sx equals to, Sx will be what? The x coordinate of the starting node. Starting node, how do we take the starting node? It comes from nmap. We have made nmap. So starting node, we need the xy coordinate. Xy co. Which row? Which row? Which row? Xy co. The point is that maybe you focus on this member. We are doing member 2. Member 2, the starting node will be some number. This is just coincidence. Member 2 and the starting node is 2. But it could be anything. So you need to take the xy coordinate of this node. Okay? So it is nmap I and 1 because alright, because it is the starting, it is 1. Ending node is on this column. Start and end. And then comma what? XY co matrix, it has 2 dimensions, right? It has row and column dimension. Comma what? You pick X, right? We talk about SX. So it has to be this first column. So comma 1. Okay, done with SX. How about SY? SY, XY co nmap I, comma what?
2.
1 or 2?
2.
1. Because we are talking about starting node. Yes.
1, 2.
And then comma 2. Yeah. EX and EY. How's about E? You have XY co of nmap I, comma 2 because it is the ending node and it is the X, so comma 1 another time. XY co nmap I, comma 2, comma 2. Alright. So I can put SX, SY, EX and EY. Okay, I have all, right? From this, as you input these parameters into this subroutine, it takes these parameters in there, it calculates the alpha, it calculates the stiffness matrix, right? And the stiffness matrix that it returns back to you follows the agreement that, for example, the first one, you you have the starting node as number 1 and number 2. So degree of freedom will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're switching this around, you have number 2 and number 1. Then how would it look like for your stiffness, element stiffness matrix? 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay? The way you set up starting node and ending node also affects your elements matrix, the order. So you come up with KELE. And this KELE is the return, final product that you need. So make sure that this subroutine you have works correctly. Okay? If it works, then you can make use of it. If it is wrong, then correct it before you put it in here, because if this one is wrong, then the thing will be wrong. The whole thing. Now, here is a fun part, because we will put the degree of freedom, the entries from your element matrix into the system matrix. Alright, so here is the very demanding part. Focus, concentrate, and you'll be good. What is the operation that we will perform? We have the KELE. And then we take something in KELE, put it into the right place, into the cases. The cases, we start with U1, U2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. U1, U2, U3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is how the cases look like. Do K element, it's not working like that. It could be 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. It could be like this. Depends on how you set up the node, right? Something like this 2 and 5, what you would have. 2 and 5, you have 4, 5, 6, right? And for 5, 4, 5, 6, 15, 14, 13, like this. This is how the entries in your element matrix associate with the degree of freedom. Okay, so it is the challenge. It is challenging for us to take every single